foremost, I've labeled my bag, which will go over my pot, because we don't want to get our cuttings mixed up or accidentally look at them too soon and ruining the roots. Cup of vermiculite, which will go with 4 cups of peat to create a good propagation mixture. Then I will water it through with capillary action. I've prepared and watered my propagation mix. I'm ready to go out and look for cuttings. I found here some good fuchsia, so I'm looking for the newest growth, which is here. Looks like it's just sprouting out, and I'm going to take a large cutting, which I can later chop up finely in nodal cuttings when I get back. I've collected quite a few pieces of fuchsia. Now I'm going to prepare them by doing a nodal cutting. So I'm going to cut right at the node here, where there are leaves. Then I'm going to pinch off the bottom leaves so that it's nice and clean and doesn't disrupt where I'm going to put it in. And then I'm going to also pinch off any buds or flowers. This will keep the plant from using up too much energy, directing it at the flowers instead of preparing roots. Now I'm just going to wound the bottom a little. Now I have prepared a few cuttings, nodal cuttings of my fuchsia. I have 5 in total. The more you have, the more likely they are to work. Here I have my fungicide and my rooting hormone. So now I want to submerge my cuttings in the fungicide completely to make sure that everything is covered, right? And then I'm gonna dip the bottom part in the rooting hormone, because that's where I want the roots to come from, and then I shall plant. I'm poking little indents because I don't want to damage the roots, the bottom part of my cutting. Put it in and pat it around it. I'm gonna do this all around it with sufficient space, but to fill up the entire container so as not to waste it. Now I'm just gonna water through the plant so that the soil is nice and damp. Well, here's my final system. This is a version of a warm bench propagation system, but because I do not have the proper equipment, sunlight will have to do for warming it up, and I'll take it in the evenings when it gets colder so the plants don't die. Now it's important to take a look at the plants as the days go by to see if there's dying at all or rotting, because then it would fail. But then in a week or 2, if they have rooted, then it would be successful and you can slowly harden them off.